to write and or illustrate picture books for kids, but you don't know what your style is and you don't know what genre would be the best fit for you, one of the first aspects of becoming a picture book creator is to discover your unique voice. What makes your storytelling stand apart from everyone else's? In today's video, we're going to get back to some basics. I'm going to go over and clarify the common genres in picture books for kids, and then we're going to look at some of the classics, the historical classics that have influenced many of the works you see on the market today. Why are we looking at the genres and the classics? Because I believe when you discover all the possibilities, the potential that genres hold, and you look at your influences, what really leaves an impression on you, you're able to hone in, discover your own style, and bring it forward into the best genre that fits you. In other words, your personal preferences and inspirations shape your genre and style. So if you stick with me for the next 5 minutes and we look at genres together, all the possibilities, and then we look at the influences, the classics that have left an impression on us, I believe you're going to come out of this video with a lot more clarity. You'll start to feel that tug on your heart of what kind of picture book you want to create. When you're ready to take your writing to the next level or even start to learn the basics, I'm about to release my free online class, Writing Picture Books. So keep an eye on the links below. This is going to be a class that shares with you all the basics, everything from memorable character development, vivid plot and settings. It's going to give you everything you really need to jumpstart your writing for picture books. I'm so excited about it, and I'll be dropping all the links in the description boxes on this channel when it's available. But today, let me take you into my writing room, and I'm going to share with you the common genres and all the inspirational classics so that we can better clarify our own styles. So there's a lot of genres of picture books, and as you begin to craft your personal style in writing for children, you're going to need to explore or at least be aware of all the different genres that are possible to you. So picture books encompass this wide range of genres, and they each offer very unique experiences to the young reader. And some of the common genres are fairy tales and folklore, concept books, biography and history, imaginative fiction, fantasy, realistic fiction, and wordless picture books. My personal style leans more into the imaginative fiction and concept books. So I toggle between the two when I write and illustrate. I love to create imaginative fiction. I love whimsical characters in imaginative lands, a little bit outlandish. I love to illustrate mushroom houses and look inside the world of a flower and what could be in there. And then I have another side to me where I love to create concept books. Now, concept books are books that it would include concepts like numbers, letters, colors, shapes, concepts that are aimed at early learning. And so for me personally, I explored a lot of the genres and then honed in on what I gravitated to the most. So let's take a moment and look at some of the classic examples of famous picture books over the years. I've got to start with one of my all-time favorites, Winnie the Pooh by A.A. Milne, illustrated by E.H. Shepard, the beloved stories of Bear and his friends in the 100-Acre Woods, known for its gentle humor, endearing characters, and timeless illustrations. And now The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle, 1969, known for its distinctive collage illustrations. This book introduces children to the life cycle of a butterfly and concepts of counting and days of the week. The Cat in the Hat by Dr. Seuss, 1957. A classic tale of chaos and fun brought into a quiet home by an eccentric cat known for its playful rhymes and vibrant illustrations. The Giving Tree by Shel Silverstein, 1964, a thought-provoking story about the relationship between a boy and a tree, known for its minimalist illustrations and powerful message about generosity and sacrifice. Goodnight Moon by Margaret Wise Brown, illustrated by Clement Hurd, 1947, a soothing bedtime story that has become a staple for generations, with its gentle rhymes and calming illustrations of a cozy room saying good night. Love you forever. I love this book forever. Read it to my kids all the time. By Robert Munch, illustrated by Sheila McGraw, 1986. A deeply emotional story about a parent's unconditional love, known for its touching narrative and the comforting refrain that has resonated with readers for generations. The Tale of Peter Rabbit by Beatrix Potter, 1902. A classic story of a mischievous rabbit who sneaks into Mr. McGregor's garden, known for its delicate watercolor illustrations and timeless appeal. These books give you examples of what has marked and left a lasting mark on history and young readers' lives. And I believe that the next legacy-leaving story could very well be hidden inside you, and that through this class and through Picture Book Creators community, we want to just draw out that story out of you and into the world where it can fly, where it can leave its lasting impression. So think right now about the stories that have left a lasting impression on you. Go grab a copy, sink into it, read the story, love the illustrations, and let it inspire you as you begin to write for kids. How true it is. The stories that inspire us shape the stories we create. Let's take a minute and think about what has really left a mark on us. I can remember stories I read as a child, books that I had that have stuck with me through the years. Name one or two of those for yourself and really think about what it is you want to create for the children of the future. Let's also think about the genres that we explored today. Fairy tales, folklore, concept books, biography, history, imaginative fiction, fantasy, realistic fiction, and wordless picture books. All of these genres can influence the picture books that we create. As you were watching today's video, what caught your attention? What spoke to your creative heart? That might be a clue to your own style and genre. And I want to encourage you to go grab copies of some of your favorite influences, flip through them, soak it in, maybe go to the library, spend some time just looking at the books on the shelves and what really inspires you. And remember, when you're ready to take the next steps in your writing journey, I've got a free class coming, Writing Picture Books. It walks you through all the essentials that you need to get started writing for kids. You're gonna love it. I'm gonna have all the links alive in the description boxes here on this channel when it's ready, so stay tuned. Picture book creators, keep creating. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.